Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. And it's Bellingham. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Knocks it out wide. Grimaldo in with the challenge. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's been cut out, well played. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Bruno Fernandes is the guilty party there. Bruno Fernandes is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Bellingham. Haaland. Opts for safety. Oh, that's fabulous. Chouameni.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Thuram. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Aimed beyond the defence. That has been slung wide. And he's there to clear it. Gravenberg.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, this looks sharp. Sanchez wins the duel this time. Japan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And it's Grimaldo. And that is headed for the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Bruno Fernandes.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Shot could be on. Bruno Fernandes! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That's gone for a throw-in. And back to the keeper they go. And that is out of play. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Sanchez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bruno Fernandes. Japan have a free kick. Chouameni. Grimaldo. Nicely weighted ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gravenberg. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Yamal. And it's Barella. And Gravenberg. Bruno Fernandes looking to add to his goal. Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Now it's Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bellingham is fouled. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cherki. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Thuram. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away. Alex Grimaldo. Terrific effort. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that should get the job done. And he's had it nicked away. Bruno Fernandes powering forward here. Can he get it through? Bruno Fernandes. He leaps for it. Thuram finds himself offside. Grimaldo. And it's Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Haaland, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with it.
And the shot! It's hit the upright. Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Eder Militao. No, he's had it taken off him. Sanchez kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cherki. No, that's been intercepted. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mbappe. Oh, a bust challenge. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Thuram. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he get onto this? Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Good ball, good take. He's going for goal! And the keeper read that really well.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
A header! Japan are looking to go forward now. A probing pass. Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, super find. And he shoots! And he's stuck it away. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So could they be onto something here? Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. This their second corner of the game. Gravenberch! Goal! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Manchester United, palpably stronger, better, superior. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. And it's Mendes. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rice knocks it into space. That is a great pick out. Shapes to shoot! Holland! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are gorging themselves. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Oh, good effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him. And I think as a defender, you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Thuram. And that's been won straight back. Cherki. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably...
Thuram! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Saliba really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
This their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham venturing down the left. And he's forced to go back. Sanchez. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Thuram. Can he finish? Top class from Thuram! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Manchester United have their third corner. And a header! And no mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
In towards the back stick. Gravenberg with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram stood his ground strongly. Opts for safety. He is through here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Cherki. Grimaldo. 30 minutes gone. Bruno Fernandes. Good driving run. Gusto gets a cross in and claimed it back swiftly. Knocks it out wide. And it's Gusto. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. The ball's gone astray. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Grimaldo. Now Saliba. Gravenberg. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Some really good ball movement. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Good ball, good take. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. Now he's off and running. And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Impressive jump! And he's there to get it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Gravenberg. Yamal. Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. That's beautifully weighted. Tries to get it clear. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Yamal wants to run onto this. Grimaldo.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Thuram. And here's Mbappe. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Delivered low. And that is expertly dealt with. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Haaland, who does have an assist to his name. Gusto.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Rice.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet. Chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
So we have movement on both benches. Pellegrini and De Ketelaere. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, this looks sharp. Could move up a gear here. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Dembele. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. And it's Dembele. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Mendes can get it clear. Ball's gone out of play. Opts to play it back. He's having a pop!
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Romero makes the interception. Barella, Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Ketelaere, Alvarez. That's put paid to the danger. Japan now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Romero clears without hesitation.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's having a shot!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Kimmich. Haaland. This is a promising build-up. Played out wide, and it's Kimmich. Now who's going to be first to this? Cunha clears it away. Saliba clears. Just eases him off the ball. Alvarez is there to clear. And there goes the final whistle. Japan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Threads one in. Grimaldo has it. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Barella. And here's Thuram. Thuram has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
And the shot! But he's left disappointed. Bruno Fernandes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Lovely feet. Gravenberch. Japan still without a single shot on target. Gusto. That's a throw. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And here's Thuram. Oh, just skips past his man. Thuram! Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. Sanchez does really well there. He is strong. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Grimaldo. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Sanchez. Gusto. Grimaldo with the foul. And it's Gusto. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gusto just loves to go forward whenever he can. That is good alertness. Sanchez. Gusto. Tries to pass it through. And it's Grimaldo. And Cherki. Gravenberg. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Thuram. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? Barella. And he's there to belt it away. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Gusto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe is onto this. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gusto. To Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bellingham. And he can clear it away. Nice sequence of passes this. Knocks it out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Bruno Fernandes. He leaps for it. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Deep into stoppage time. Nicely weighted ball. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's there to retrieve it. Tries to play it through. Bruno Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined. Tchouaméni. This is a promising build-up. Lovely ball and a real chance now. That's going to go a long way. Gusto. Barella. And that interception was most necessary. Bellingham. And he's got the... Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Mbappe, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
Can he finish? It's a goal! And the game has liftoff. Japan have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's managed to get free. Barella is there to clear. Cherki, looking for the run. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to...
Chance! That's really well cleared. And they win it back again. Thuram, distributed tidily.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pass is just off target. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Grimaldo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Showing good feet. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Chouameni has the space to scheme. Terrific effort! And that would have been game, set and match.
Haaland really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Cleared away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Japan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the...
Grimaldo has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game. So the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And it's Rice. Played out wide. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between. And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post! So close to drawing level.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
He's found a way past. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then.
Japan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Kimmich. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Towering header! It's anyone's ball now.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Japan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Eder Militao. Gonzalo Ramos.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's taking no chances there. He's having a hit! Goal! Two to the good, and they are... And that's it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And the shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bellingham. He's on it. Can he get away? Thuram. Now it's Dembele. Not the most accurate pass. Tchouaméni looking to play him in. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Gravenberch. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Thuram. Cherki. Grimaldo. Now Eder Militao. And it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni. Japan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Gravenberch makes the interception. Gusto looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bruno Fernandes.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And it's Barella. Can he get it through? And this is Dembele. Tchouaméni clears. Ambitious ball here. Now that's well seen too. Gravenberch looking to pass their way up the pitch. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Bellingham. And Cherki. Haaland. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. He steps in and that's the end of that. Ederson clears without hesitation. Tries to play it through. Has a look and plays it forward. Vinicius Junior. And it's Barella. Oh, played right into his path. Not a hint of offside. Dembele! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And a shot! Haaland! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're back in front. How do you look back on that goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
And now he has two. Japan with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And now the breakaway. Gusto. And Cherki. Pass somewhat off target.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, what a mistake! Now it's Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. Sanchez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bruno Fernandes. Gusto looking to receive it in space. Towering header! And that's a sharp finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
It's a really well-measured ball. And he's well positioned here. Real chance! Barella.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Bellingham. Well seen. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Japan claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. Tries to pass it through. Might be danger here. Caught offside that time. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Thuram. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Grimaldo. Bruno Fernandes making good progress on the right-hand side. This looks promising. And he shoots! Dembele. Barella.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Gravenberch. Oh, that is a good ball to... He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No, he's managed to misplace that. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Not the most convincing of passes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Haaland. Bellingham. And he's quick to snatch it back. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, this looks sharp. There's the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Jackie. Look at the space here. Thuram! Vinicius Junior. Barella. Koundé. And they are prompt with their pressing. Saliba. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, easy pickings there. Bruno Fernandes. Gravenberg. Half an hour gone in the second half. Threads one in. So much time and space here. He's being urged to shoot. Backward it goes. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bellingham. Here's Haaland. Haaland with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Just eases him off the ball. Into the last 5 minutes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Tchouaméni gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
He'll try from distance! It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Is there any support? He might not need it. Barella! Oh, it's hit the post. And he's stuck it away. Deep into injury time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Haaland collecting the match ball, and it is his. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham touches it back. Bruno Fernandes. Space for him to turn and look. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Not the most accurate pass. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's Dembele. Thuram in acres of space out wide. Throw in. And that's definitely not his best. Bruno Fernandes. Still goalless at the moment. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bruno Fernandes. Played out wide. Gusto. And a header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he was alert to it. Dembele. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. And that has been knocked clear. Manchester United have their third corner. Towering header! Goal! Manchester United! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, it's Dembele! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Japan are behind here despite their domination of possession. Good ball, good take. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Decent chance! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Grimaldo. Japan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Rice. And Gravenberg. And no, that was never going to make it. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Gravenberg makes a dash for it. And they can counter here. Can he get it through? Tries to pass it through. Well, that has not gone well. Gusto. Cherki. Gusto. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name. Cherki. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That is a great pick out. And he's cut it out.
Manchester United really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Prevenberg getting this one clear. And it's Bellingham. And here's Thuram. Mbappe could move up a gear here. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, just skip. Oh, he's on his own. This looks promising. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that's fabulous. Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni. Cherki. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Oh, great feet, that.
Nice control. Dembele stood his ground strongly.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Bruno Fernandes. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Aimed beyond the defence. Bruno Fernandes gets into a good position. Tries a shot! In he goes again! Manchester United get their fourth corner. They've played it short. Gonzalo Ramos does really well to win the ball there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alvarez. And he's got away. Alvarez! Magnificent from Alvarez! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
This their second corner of the game. Alvarez goes short. Nuno Mendes tries across. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Alvarez with the short one. Alvarez. And that interception was most necessary. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Alvarez receives it in a wide position. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can clear their lines. And that's gone loose. And he's played it back. Kimmich has it out wide and in space. Barella can get it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Japan are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And he decides to cross it. Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get rid.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Thuram.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be a throw-in. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Sanchez. And it's Kimmich. In towards the back. Impressive jump! That's put paid to the danger. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage. And I think when you look back on it, Peter, the crowd played its part, there's no doubt about that. They got a bit down on their team, you know, early in the game, and it just went downhill from there.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.